This is Mussy's $53 million funnel. So how does he do it? Firstly, he has to get traffic, turn the traffic into leads, and then convert the leads into sales. But let's talk about all his avenues of wealth that we know of anyway. So he makes some money off TikTok pages. That is what he had first started off making his money. His first 2K, 10K, whatever, was all from TikTok pages and doing TikTok videos for others, right? Others like Sneaker and all these other people. But firstly, he was doing it himself, just making up those clips, right? And then after that, we'll go to the right side, is his agency. That is actually where he does it for other people. So TikTok pages, maybe he can just cut up other people, but don't get direct money from the person. And then his agency is where he's contracted to do it for a specific person. So, for example, Jordan Welch, he was contracted to do it for. Gideon, Sidemen, he done some editing, video editing for. But all of that was just part of his agency. Maybe he would get like a one-time fee, or he would get like a percentage. Overall, what we know from now is, in a recent podcast that he said, that he makes still over 100K. At its peak, it was at 130K a month. That was at its peak, and now he's kind of dropped off a little, tried to focus on a few other things, and he makes now 100K a month from just his agency. Now, another way that he makes money is from Creo. Creo is his software that he does with a person called Daniel Bitten and another person that's name begins with an A that I forgot. But it is like the Iman Gadzhi type, where you have your course and then you promote your software within the course. So for example, Iman Gadzhi has his digital accelerator or digital launchpad or educate, he's rebranded a billion times. And within those, he has a software which he sells called Flowsy. So he says, oh yeah, this is how you get an SMA, or this is how you get drop servicing or crypto or whatever he's selling at that point, right? Maybe not crypto, but any agency type thing, right? He would say, oh yeah, you guys have to use Flowsy. A person called Max Persson done something similar, but he doesn't own a software. He just does affiliate for Go High Level, and he's made hundreds of thousands to even or he said it in himself, like over 2.5 million from just GHL affiliate. Anyway, then his last way of making money is coaching and course, right? How does he get traffic to his coaching and consulting company? Firstly, he will post short form videos, okay? And the ones that perform the most are those videos. I'm sure you've probably seen them on adverts, something like that, because he does run ads sometimes. But he posts videos of Gideon sketch, the one that almost everybody has seen is the Jinxie one, where Jinx would say, oh yeah, people are just doing this, no. The reason as to why that does so well is because he borrows authority. I'm in the middle of recording a video. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason as to why those do so well is because he borrows the authority of those people that people already know to sell what he's doing. In these videos, they're saying things like, oh yeah, there's some people making $10,000 to $15,000 a month from TikTok clipping, wow. And then he just cuts up and says, here's how you do it, because that is what he's selling, how to make $10,000 to $15,000 from TikTok clipping. Anyway, next, it's his Instagram, where he posts another short form and YouTube as well. So he posts short form on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, right? And that acts as a social proof type of thing, because he goes viral on all of them. The fact that he goes viral shows that he can teach others how to go viral. And also he decided to make his content a little bit different with the fisheye tripod setup, which also helps him differentiate, and it appeals to a younger audience because they like that type of thing. Anyway, there's all funnels, all the traffic that he gets from all of his short form, the ideas of borrowing authority, stuff like that. All of the short form, he doesn't really make long form. He makes long form now, podcasts and stuff like that. But that's just showing his like his successes. Prior, it wasn't really. He didn't do much. Now it's just like a prerequisite. Anyway, it funnels into his coaching company. This landing page looks a little different to those other landing pages, but it's made that way purposefully because those people who are probably watching these videos are of a younger audience, and he just tries to make it as simple as possible and says the things that he already says in all of his other videos. So he would say, learn how to make, monetize, and multiply TikTok clips using AI. So using AI, this is how you do it, whatever. And that's another form of borrowing authority, because he's borrowing the authority from AI even though he is using AI, but he is teaching you how to use the AI properly. That's the difference. But he is borrowing authority. Now, after he explains what it is, so he has the hook saying, every single person spends 95 minutes a day on short form, specific, more time than other things that people. This is going against people's commonly held beliefs. What you spend more time on TikTok than you spend with your friends watching movies, reading books? No way. So the fact that you're going against that also builds that intrigue, and then it tells them why they do it. It's because they have the quick, captivating clips, and it says that you can do it basically, and showing you the views on how many videos. It shows you the views on the videos and how much they can get, showing you that you can make some money off it. After that, he just shows some case studies. Case studies are so super important when it comes to selling an offer, mainly because, as Alex Hormozi said, you can have a poor offer and a ton of case studies and do better than a person with a great offer with minimal case studies. The reason as to why is because people buy what other people have already bought. Anyways, after that, he's obviously done some market research, right, towards the start, and maybe even afterwards, maybe give them a market research form whilst they're in the actual group. The reason as to why he does that is because he needs to know what his ICP is. And the better you know your ICP, the easier it is to sell to them. If I know my ideal customer profile is an 18 to 25-year-old male from Pakistan, it's going to be incredibly easy for me to sell to them, because I'm going to be like, are you an 18 to 25-year-old living in, what's the country? Kashmir, even though it's a little bit political. I just give another Islamabad. Then they're going to be like, oh, this guy, he knows me, he relates to me, I have trust for him. It's that idea of them having trust for you, but you don't even know them. That's you build that by specifying them, right? And also, you know what their desires are, and you know what their commonly held objections are. So if you know where the objections are, you can put it on the page and say, I know you're gonna have this objection, but it doesn't matter because we can do it without that. So like examples, oh, I don't want to show my face. Yeah, we can do it without ever showing your face. You don't need to show your face. Showing your face is nothing, right? And obviously some of the desirables, you can do it anywhere, you can start anywhere, you can use other things that have already been used. You don't have to be a whiz. So it's very smart, And then more case studies, so he's got case studies from his WAP, and then he's got case studies from his actual group, right? Anyways, after that, he does some risk reversal, which is also beneficial, because it's like, if I don't help you make money, you get your money back. Simple. No questions asked. The reason as to why is because it just gets them over the line in the first place, and he knows his product is valuable, so it's probably got like a maybe 1%, less than 1% refund rate. Anyways, after that, he does some value stacking where he says you can get this, all of this for $27 a month, and he just puts it there, right? And he even puts the where you can buy it on the website, like on the same landing page. And also, he doesn't have a email marketing system, well, that I know of, because as you can see, there's no get anything free or anything like that to put them onto an email list. The reason as to why is because he knows most of his audience is of a younger age, right? So why would he put them on an email list when they're less likely to check their emails? The better way to contact them and to speak to them is through content, because that's the mainly only form that they're going to be like looking at. at maybe some of the audience 16, 17, at 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever, you're not really checking your email as much. You're always on content. But if you was to do for any older people, maybe past 20, then they'll be checking their content and they'll be checking their email quite often. But in this specific scenario, the ROI on building it and paying for it, like the copywriting, the actual software in itself, and paying for it is probably not as much, because it's a low ticket offer. It's probably not as much as how much you would make for having it, because you probably have low open rates, low everything like that, mainly because of the fact that nobody checks it. Low delivery rates because maybe the emails aren't even proper emails, because they probably forgot it. What was my email again? That type of thing. Anyway, he makes $100,000 a month just from his low ticket. So we can do the maths. Make $100,000 from his agency, and he makes like 30k from his TikTok clipping, and he makes 100k from his coaching consulting, right? Anyway, he does some high ticket coaching. The thing is, he doesn't actually have like a proper landing page from his high ticket. This was from a YouTube video, one of his long form YouTube videos that he posted, right? And his Stripe. And even here, he's got like a mid ticket offer, which is like, oh, I'll do the clips for you as well. But then after that, it goes into the high ticket. This is on WAP. This is like the landing page for the mid ticket offer. The high ticket offer is a little bit different. It's promoted within his Discord. So as they say, the easiest person to sell to is someone that you've already sold to. So in his mind, and in as how it should be, is that he's like, why would I have a landing page where I'm offering something that is worth like $3,000 to or $1,500 to like $5,000? Well, no one's randomly gonna buy it, because most of my content is short form, and a lot of my nurturing comes within the courses that I make and within the actual Discord, you know, that building that community and everything like that, because a lot of his content is short form. So you can't really build that KLT. You can get loads and loads of traffic, but you can't get that no like and trust factor, right? So he's like, you know, no point. I'm just gonna put them into the Discord and then funnel them into the high ticket after that, or ascend them. It's like the ascending, as Russell Brunson says. Anyway, so some of it is obviously like the mid ticket, then there's a high ticket, then he has a one-time payment of $10,000 that is like a complete done for you service, right? And his high ticket coaching, he probably gets, because he's got tens of thousands in his low ticket, it's easier to get them into the high ticket. So he's probably got actually, I'm not gonna put some random number that I don't know based on no evidence, right? But anyway, he's got 10k one-time payment, and it's a done for you service, meaning that you'll get your 10k back, but every single aspect of the business is done for you, type thing. So they get the TikTok up running, and then they get the TikTok up and running, they'll monetize it, they will show you the framework, they'll teach you every single aspect, like it's the level of coaching, and them just doing it for you and teaching you whilst they're doing it is beneficial. That is worth the 10k, because you'll make that back. Anyway, he makes around 300k a month just from his high ticket offer. So his low ticket, it makes 100k. His agency makes 100k. His TikTok clipping, he makes 100k. His agency, yeah, I think I've already said his agency. And this, he makes $300,000 a month, because it's a lot easier to scale. He's already got other coaches and consultants in there. And the reason as to why it's easier to scale is because he taught other people how to do it, and then those other people act as the high ticket coaches, and then they just coach and make the students the money back, and then that just makes them more and more money. So it's very easy to scale. And that's that, right? As we was talking about before, Creo. This is the same as the Imam Ghazi formula. It's like 2 products in one. Imam Ghazi makes around $4 million a month just from his course, and another like $1 million a month just from his software, right? Anyway, Creos just looks like a normal software where it's just the landing page kind of says something similar to what he says in his Media Metas funnel, which is his coaching company funnel. And then after that, it's just a normal software, you know. It doesn't really have to sell. It doesn't have to do the framework of like a big promise and then a call to action. Just software landing page, right? And then he's got obviously the frequently asked questions, handles common objections, and emphasizes common desires. Smart. And then after that, right, he's got a Discord. This is like the last factor of it. So he's got a Discord for Creo, but it just acts as a Discord for Mussy again. because now he has people in now that he has people within that Discord, he can nurture them and then eventually say, you know what, you're using Creo, but let me show you exactly how to use it properly in his like that funnel type thing. Or you can do the opposing way. Or you know how to do the clipping, let me show you how to use it Creo to do it in his other Discord. So it's all just like all interconnected. It's like a flywheel. Creo, low ticket, high ticket, Creo. So yeah, that's how he makes over $53 million combined. Let me know what you think, and join my InfoPreneur community with my Discord. It's linked in the description. Is for if you gain some value from this, or if you're coaching and consulting yourself, send me a message. See if I can work with you. Speak to you soon.